What is up, y'all? It is your host, Rennie, and you're listening to another episode of the Call Me Crazy podcast. Oh, before we do that, don't forget to leave a rating and a review, whether you listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, wherever. I'm like, hopefully not getting paint on this. Wherever you listen, go leave a dang rating and review. If you're listening, please. Love you so much. Okay, y'all. So here's the thing. Life be lifing, and like you don't necessarily know why or when things are gonna happen, because life is life, because life is cosmic, because life is just, it is what it is and it ain't what it ain't. Like you really can't change it, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all a story. This morning I had a disagreement with someone in my life who I love and care for. And I feel bad about it. Like I feel bad about it. And there's not much I can do about it right now in this moment. So I wanted to talk about it because it's on my mind and I feel like it'll help some of you. So, I'm getting over a cold, by the way. So if I sound different, that's why. Let me preface this with the fact that, hello, hi, how are you? This is the Who is Rennie series. I am currently having friends, family, and strangers alike interview me for this podcast series. And through that, I wanted to weave some solo episodes that I've just been wanting to do but didn't know where to place them. Like, what series could I add this to where this would make sense? Any solo episode would make sense in the Who is Rennie series. So I finally got time to do that. And not even time, but like a series that coincides with that narrative or message or whatever, whatever. One of the solo series or solo episodes that I wanted to do was a paint with me. I have so many painting videos, vlogs, iPhone clips that I wanted to put together, but just didn't have any audio to go with it. So more or less, this is the audio. This is what we're going to be doing today. So again, everything happens for a reason, right? So I woke up. I'm just going to sit down for a second. I woke up and I was in a subpar mood. So with reflection comes answers, right? With time comes answers. So when I don't let myself think, when I don't let myself breathe, when I don't let myself see the bigger picture, that's when shit gets fucked up. Like that's when you speed to conclusions, you speed to maybe hurting someone's feelings, you speed to saying something that you might not entirely mean. And you can never take it back, but you can always learn from it. So this morning, I'm arguing with this friend. And if I'd taken a moment, I probably wouldn't have. But this is what I learned from it. So basically, we had plans. This friend's plans changed. And I wasn't being malleable. I thought I was compromising in the moment, but the compromise was so small that it shouldn't have even been called a compromise. I wasn't giving anything up, and I didn't want to. So I've come to the conclusion now. I've come to the conclusion now that I wanted it my way or the highway. And that if I had been living life with me at the forefront, This is like so hard to like relay without actually like going into our business. But like if I had lived my life with me at the forefront, putting me and my business and my dogs first, then today on Saturday, what's the date? Then today, Saturday at 3:30, no, not at 3:30. I'm literally being dramatic. But today, Saturday, May 27th, would have went way differently. Like I would have been a nicer person. I would have been a more understanding person. I wouldn't have gotten into a fight with someone I dearly love. And old Rennie would take this and be like, damn, let me beat myself up about it. Let me tell myself I'm a horrible person for it. Like, fuck. But Rennie today is like, or, yeah. Rennie today is like, girl, you wouldn't have gotten this lesson if you didn't go through this thing. So like, although we'd rather have not hurt this person today or made them frustrated or made ourselves frustrated or hurt ourselves today, we did. And like, that's like, we can't go back. We can't change it. So might as well be grateful for the experience, because now hopefully this can turn into a habit and you won't hurt people that you love, or you will hurt less people that you love from this simple lesson. And I think that also makes me a little kinder to myself. And I feel like I'm almost going to cry a little bit, but it makes me kinder to myself about what happened this winter, the depression I went through, and how I feel like it's a complete waste of time. I think that had I not gone through it, a lot of things wouldn't be clear right now. I think that if I had not gone through it, this time in my life wouldn't feel so special and wouldn't feel so fleeting. I feel like if I didn't go through it, I wouldn't have a new appreciation on time, on the days that lie before me. You know, we're given the gift of each and every day, and like, that is not something we are promised. This floating rock we call Earth does not owe it to us to not literally eviscerate us tomorrow. Is that the right word? Disintegrate, eviscerate, like, is that the right word? Eviscerate. It's because, guys, I will be the first to tell you, sometimes I hear words and put a definition or a connotation around it that has nothing to do with what that word is because of the way that it sounds. So like, eviscerate sounds like absolutely torching us to a crisp, to where there's no semblance of civilization left. But let's see. Eviscerate means in surgery to remove the contents of deprived something of its essential content. Yeah, so like the earth eviscerating us, like we are the essential content to earth. So that would make sense? Question mark? Can any English majors confirm this? Disembowelment is something that's a synonym, and that means to cut open and remove the internal organs of. Okay, so like, yes, I think I used the right word. Anyways. The sickness. Anyways. What was I saying? Yeah, so anyways, yeah. Sorry. TikTok brain. Like, I want to stop saying that I have ADHD because that's fucked up and disrespectful to people who have clinical, diagnosable ADHD. Like, I just think like we live in a world that's so fast tracked and like so fast paced that we want to use words like ADHD to describe how absolutely distracted our brains are, but I don't think that's fair to anyone who deals with it. So I'm gonna just start saying that I have TikTok brain. And yeah, sorry for that TikTok brain, but circling back to the whole point of this, I had a really rough winter. I don't know if I've said this on a podcast yet, because I literally just posted 2 podcast episodes that I filmed in December. So like, you guys get the podcast and the continuity and like the chronological nature that I wish it could be if I had an editor or something of the sort. Like, it's just not that, and it's not that yet, but like, hopefully one day we'll get there. Also, I don't like people seeing shit that I say in real time or like even close to real time, and it's fun. You know what? It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. Again, going back to what I was saying about if I had everything done that I wanted to get done in my life outside of this person and spending time with this person, I would be a happier person and I wouldn't have blacked on them or whatever the case may be. So we started getting shit done. We went to the second it happened and I blew up, I immediately went into nature. That's the first thing I do when I start to get heated, is I go into nature. Like, I just know that's going to help me. I know that's going to fix me. Like, so that's immediately what I do first. I go into nature. So that's what we did. Sasha, Bo, and I, like, they are slumped right now because we've been outside like all day long. So went immediately into nature. Thank goodness gracious, like, that we have nature so readily available to us and that it's as exquisite as it is. We went to one of our favorite parks. Incredible, beautiful, amazing. And after we did that, I came home. I did some like housekeeping stuff like around the house. I think I want to say like I did stuff around the apartment for like an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, let's say. Hour and a half, 2 hours. And I was like, I want to start creating. So I'll insert the iPhone clip. I found 3 pieces of art outside of my storage unit building. Like, it wasn't outside of my specific unit, it was like outside of the establishment, so I knew that meant free. I'll show you guys what this was before. They ain't lying when they say the prime too. I'll show you guys what this was before, but I think it's so dope now. Like, it totally wasn't my style before. I spray painted it gray. Gray. Hello? It's gold. But now that I've spray painted it gold, I think it would fit perfectly into my room and give like such personality and spunk and style. So I'm excited about that. Then I made a matcha latte and with pea protein oat milk from Trader Joe's. Holla at that, because usually pea protein tastes like ass, and that actually tasted really good. So I'm gonna continue buying that. But anyways, I made my matcha latte a double. I made it a double. So I feel like I'm like amped. I'm just like having so many revelations as I talk. I swear to God, podcasting is one of my therapies. Like, podcasting is for real one of my therapies. And just to hear yourself talk and to work through it, I think that's why therapy works so much. Because it's like, if you have the right therapist, like, they're just kind of tossing what you say back to you. Oh my God, the epiphanies and the revelations I fucking have while talking to myself makes me feel like a genius. Oh my God. But that's what it is, right? It's like you're playing tennis with your therapist all day long. Like, they're just putting what you said in front of your face most of the time. And if they're not doing that, they're taking what you said, putting it in front of your face and giving you a tool and smacking you on your ass, and time's up, it's an hour, boom. Wow. And I haven't had therapy in like over a month. Wow. Oh my God. No, this is so crazy. This is so crazy. Whoever gets to marry me, like, Go off, king, because I'm 23 and I'm fucking slaying life. And I'm not slaying life exteriorly, no, I'm slaying life because every single day my mind expands, and every single day, like, I get more understanding and more compassionate and more fucking that girl. Oh my God, guys. Okay. Okay. I don't know what to talk about right now. Like, I'm so overwhelmed. I really don't know what to talk about. Okay. We'll talk about my dad's Father's Day gift first, and then we'll talk about my new supplements. Okay. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. So right now, I'm just like putting hot glue all over this drawing, right? So this has to be like a couple months ago at the very least, but this has to be a couple months old at the very least. I don't know when she gave this to me, but my sister Sola gave me this piece of paper. It's double-sided, but obviously, like, I cannot show both sides on a canvas. But here's the thing. So here's this canvas, right? So nice. It had, damn, I wish I showed it like before I put this paper on, but it was a collaboration. I had painted it. I had painted the outline for the hot air balloon. The outline for the hot air balloon absolutely sucked. And my best friend at the time, shout out to Anna, hope you are doing so well, queen, slay, pussy. There's something that Tana Mojo says that like is so dumb and so this generation, but like I find it so funny. I think she says like slay, pussy, boss, queen, bitch or something. And like, I don't know why, it's just like so funny, but like, it's like so endearing. And I truly hope Anna's like just popping off at this point. But anyways, she's an incredible artist. She reworked this hot air balloon. So in my head, I was like, okay, I'm going to rework this painting and cover most of the hot air balloon and sell it. Because I just like did not feel, and then in that same breath, I was like, I feel weird that even if I cover the balloon like enough to where like you really can't tell it's her artwork, like I just like feel weird selling something that someone else's hand has touched and she's not aware that I'm selling it. And I'm not going to say it's a collaboration. So I was like, let me not, and let me do something else with it. Also, something was sitting on this canvas and now there's a tear. So there's like a couple reasons why I just like don't want to sell this canvas and I don't want to keep it for myself. So I was like, let me rework it for a Father's Day gift. Incredible. So as I'm cleaning out my space, like I said, I'm cleaning out my space because, you know, I'm feeling bad about being a bitch this morning and I just want to get my life together so I'm no longer a bitch to people. And so I took this canvas and I said, yup. I saw the colors. I hope I'm in frame. Imagine I'm not in frame that whole time. Wow. But yeah, I saw the colors. I saw the green with the green as I was unpacking my drawer, and it just felt like kismet. It just felt like it should happen. So yeah, I'm going to rework this for a Father's Day gift for my dad. And yeah, I think it'll be special. It'll be a Sola X Baba X Rennie collab because my dad like drew this man here. And I think it's funny because like it almost looks like a self-portrait. The rest of the drawings are Sola. Most of this canvas is me. Some of it's Anna. So it's like a Father's Day thing from all of us. And then I have my old business cards on the back because they're not updated, and that's what I started using them for since I have my new business cards. Okay, I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna spray paint this. What is this called? Do they even have colors? I don't think they even have, oh, turquoise sky is the color. And I'm going to be spray painting, because I used to not do this, which it's like such a pet peeve for me now. But I used to not paint the sides of canvases, and I just think that looks so dirty and so ugly and so nasty. So I'm going to just spray paint the edges with this, and then we'll rework the rest later. So the first time I spray painted on the balcony was earlier today. Oh, I wonder if I close this door if you can hear me. These are such good learning tools for these mics. Okay, so you can in fact hear me. Okay, future Rennie, I have the title name for this podcast episode. The most epiphany inducing stream of consciousness I've ever had. Yep, that's the one. That's the fucking one, everybody. Also, I'm like spray painting my hand fully right now. I am getting my nails done tomorrow. Okay, it's 4:11. Mom's supposed to be getting home around 5, and then we're gonna go walk the dogs together. Their third park today, which I love for them. They just really lived that life. I think this should honestly be the last subject for this podcast, because like I think it would be annoying if I came to someone's podcast and they were talking about this much random shit. But y'all can let me know. Let me know in the comments below type shit, like how you feel. Anyways, I'm like trying to be quirky, and I'm like, my life is so random. It's not random. Everyone has these like intrusive thoughts. I'm just like one of, and you know what? It's not that few anymore. It used to be few people who would share said intrusive thoughts online, but like I feel like I just saw a TikTok trend that is like acting on my compulsive thoughts. So like it's trendy to be weird now. You know, I was so against for literal years, I was so against putting myself high on YouTube. I would not do two things. Yes, my life is a mess. Sometimes it looks great over here. Sometimes it looks like this, okay? You gotta get messy to get organized. That's like my go-to saying, because I've been an organized freak my whole life, and I've known to be the person who like breaks everything out so she could reel it back in. But what was I saying before this? I might be too high, and I might have to roll back the tape. Okay, yeah, so back to what I was saying. I would never get high and like film, and I would never edit high, because I was convinced that people would notice I was high while editing, which is like such a high thought to have, but it is a thought that I've had. So yeah, what am I saying now? What am I saying? I think it's time to cut the cameras. I actually think it's time to cut the cameras. That's what I think.